We are live. Sorry, we're a little late. Coffee runs and everything.
Yeah,
Um,
we're here though. It's fine.
yeah,
We're good.
yeah. Our boy Zach will be here right now. Um,
Wow.
James is literally supposed.
Speak of the devil.
To,
Crazy.
what up, Zach?
Um.
You hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't fucking hear you.
Oh,
just back out and then we can.
yeah. Uh. While we get that going, who are you?
You know, figure it
Who
out.
are you?
Hang on.
While we get that, try to figure out Nick. Who are you thinking of not playing this week?
A person I'm not playing this week, man, and I hate it because I've probably been on his train for a little while. Uh, but Jordan Addison, only
Awesome.
because of who he's going up against in New Orleans. I know that they looked really good um, last week, even though
Hmm.
all the quarterbacks shuffling and everything. But I just feel if you have a better option, use your flex or your wide receiver two to go with that, only because of who he will be getting coverage from on the Saints.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Devonte Adams.
Ooh,
I He's a great player. He's hella talented, but they don't have a quarterback over there that can get him the ball the way he's utilized for.
yep.
So if you have Jacoby Myers, I'm all in on him.
Ooh. Jacoby has been probably the sneakiest wide receiver two, but that's really a wide receiver one.
Yeah, I would say so for sure.
It's kind of, I mean, it sucks for Devonte Adams owners, but for uh, Jacoby
Jacoby
Myers
Myers.
owners, he's a
Yeah,
hell of a steal, Ash.
yeah, no doubt.
um,
Um, is there anyone you're gonna play this week that people might not be wanting to?
that's tough because I have my guys that I've been like high on. What up, Zach?
What up? What up?
Oh,
You're
there we go. Bet. Uh, you have your guys that you've been high on.
I have guys I've been high on for sure. I'm gonna ride this guy till the wheels fall off, and that's not saying much because his team's trash. Javante Williams is my guy. It was T Higgins, but hamstrings and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
I have to pick a new person. So my boy Javante, I can't get them all right because James Cook, you, but it's all good.
yeah. I'm
All right, hang on.
Yeah,
Hang on. Before this game starts, I need to decide something.
okay.
Do I flex Demario Douglas or Khalil Shakir against Demario against New England, Indy, or Khalil Shakir against Denver?
I'm going Shakur. I think I think he's for the whatever fucking reason Josh Allen keeps passing to that guy. So I think he's got more upside than
Because he's
yeah,
good.
he's got more upside than Demario
That's
Douglas.
who I have in there now.
I think
Well,
he's got more
I
upside than
have
Demario
Douglas.
Douglas for sure. Everything I've been reading says Demario Douglas is a droppable candidate.
No, Demario Douglas is good. He's the best receiver on that team now, but it's fucking Mac Jones. I'm gonna
I
do
know.
Shakir. Fuck it.
But also they're saying that it's a droppable thing because like Nick told me yesterday, they said they're just gonna run the ball a lot because it looks like they're gonna tank for Caleb Williams.
yeah, they're trying to, but I forgot he was over there. And
I don't know. Indy's defense is hurt.
they're playing in Germany though. Also,
Play it.
so
Let's see.
how did the last Germany game go? It was trash, wasn't
That was last week. The Chiefs and
it? Miami
the Chiefs and the Miami. It was trash.
trash, trash.
Yep. Trash all the way.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would still go Shakur over it though.
I'll probably go Shakira.
Shakir.
Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that.
Uh, um, We can go with that Colts game. I mean, that starts in a few.
Mhm.
Germany,
17
yeah,
minutes.
Patriots versus Colts. Notable players, of course. Josh Downs is dealing with the knee injury. He had surgery on this past spring, but he is active for tonight. Today in the morning, Demario Douglas was both listed as questionable. Also, he's active. So if you got him and you need to play him, you can play him. Are you worried?
I for sure would play Ramondre. Like Shaq Lawson, where the fuck that guy's name is, he changed his name to. He's hurt. That's second leading tackler in football. You still got Franklin, the other tackle machine, but I would play. I think Ramondre's gonna have a good game today. What the hell is that face
Yeah,
about?
Nick drank
this
coffee,
coffee
didn't
is
like it.
terrible. Ugh. This is what I get for
Coffee and toothpaste?
no. They just didn't make it right. Ugh, that was Jesus.
Ugh.
I don't mind my coffee like my women black, but this tastes like this tastes like scraped of the bottom of the.
Does it taste burnt?
Yep,
Ugh.
that's what it is. I blame the old lady that hit me with her Kia.
Jesus Christ. So if y'all are down bad on quarterbacks, do y'all play Gardner Minshew this week?
What do you consider down bad? Like, as in, like, there's no option to get at anybody else, or like,
Yeah,
I have a choice between him and Taylor Heineke.
So like if
Yeah,
you
like
had,
The reason I brought that up is
you don't have an option at quarterback this week because you got bye week blues. Everybody else is hoarding quarterbacks and won't trade.
so like
And
look,
he's on your waivers.
if I had to, so I could put a waiver in for
Yeah.
Zach to get the idea. If I didn't pick Bryce Young up, right, and in this league, what would be right now is Gardner Minshew, Jordan Love, Kenny Pickett, and Zach Wilson.
Ugh. Well, I was in the same scenario, and I took Taylor Heineke.
Yeah,
I don't like Gardner Minshew. I don't. I think he's a career backup. He'll play a half for you, but as a starter, he's just not good to me.
yeah.
I think it's going to be a running game, so I don't see a big game from him at all.
For fantasy purposes, he's averaging at least one touchdown pass each game, which is just enough to get you by. That's why I'm asking.
I would,
Well, so does Brian.
man, I would do it if it wasn't in Germany.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I feel like it's just going to be a run-heavy game. Like I don't have any stock in either quarterback today.
Yeah, he's quarterback.
Because I don't think it's going to be a passing. I don't think any of these offenses are capable of passing. What up, Darius?
There goes Hollywood Brown and Gibbs for T. Higgins and Rashad White.
I would pass on that. I would not make that trade.
Not at all.
If you got Hollywood and Gibbs, I'd rather keep Higgins and Rashad.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Rashad White, no doubt.
Yeah, T. Higgins is my boy, but that hamstring injury scares me a bit. Rashad White has actually been doing really well still, especially in PPRs. I don't know what the hell I'm getting with Hollywood Brown when Murray comes back with the call.
I'll give you the number one reason I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep Rashad White because David Montgomery comes back today.
And yeah,
that's gonna do a lot for Gibbs to not get anything.
I mean, it doesn't. I honestly don't agree with that. But let me tell you why. Do you realize this dude has more fucking scrimmage yards than anybody on that team?
Mm-hmm.
He just don't get touchdowns.
I know. That
it's fucking crazy.
And that's where having David Montgomery on that team comes into play because if he does all the work and
because they still got to get the ball to get for Montgomery to get to the goal line.
For some reason in fantasy, people tend to do the touchdowns over that's why the.
No, I get that too, but it's like I'm not getting rid of Gibbs because if you're in a keeper, then he might be a player worth keeping. Like, don't be surprised if out of the blue they trade that fool.
No, I could
just to recoup draft capital.
Yeah, I could see that happening, and I'd be fine with that. But for the moment being, I'd rather keep Rashad White over Jahmyr Gibbs.
For today, yes. T. Higgins is a wash. So, like, in totality, you get more out of Gibbs than Brown, but I don't fucking like Hollywood Brown. I just don't.
I don't know what I'm getting with the Kyler Murray. Everybody bought in high on him, but I mean, he's coming back from an injury. You don't know what's going to happen. Arizona could be tanking also, so they might just Connor's back there, just run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Yes.
I have a feeling that might benefit them though for a couple weeks. That nobody knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
So then they're going to get yards. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're going to win games, but like fantasy wise, Kyler might get good yards for you. I don't hate it. If I had the choice to pick up Kyler Murray this week, I would have.
Oh, if I had a waiver, I'd pick him up, but I ain't trading for him. Some people try to trade him for
Half PPR. Mo Diesel said half PPR. Gabe Davis or Josh Downs rest of the season. Ooh.
Yeah.
Probably Josh Downs because he catches more balls.
If that knee's good, Josh Downs.
Is this a real question?
What?
Start Stroud or Dobbs?
Yes. I've actually seen that for Herbert owners and Lamar owners also. Dobbs or Herbert, Dobbs or Lamar.
I mean, Dobbs ain't bad this year, bro.
No, I know.
Like, he's Geno of last year.
No, I know. But if I had Stroud on my team, I'm going to start Stroud.
Well, he does have one of the harder schedules.
Yeah.
Next to Mahomes.
And we're homers. Like, we're partial to
No,
it.
I know. But even fantasy-wise, after last week, Stroud is easily going to be a startable quarterback.
Well, Dobbs also.
Yeah.
Dobbs was just as good in Arizona, and he did that over there. Like, Dobbs has a lot of value in running. People just don't give him credit for it.
No, I know. I made a short talking about it this week because I know he's worth it, but I see more upside in Stroud than Dobbs.
When Dobbs as of today, I'll probably, man, it's tough because Stroud's going in an away game in Cincinnati.
Yeah. If Justin Jefferson was back today, I would probably say Dobbs, but he's not there right now. So
if I had both of those fools, though, I'd be fucking happy.
Yeah, I would too.
Like, I wouldn't get rid of either one because I'm high on Stroud as a Texans fan. I'm not high on Stroud as a fantasy player because what is going to happen to him fantasy-wise when the football world realizes that the Texans decide they're no longer going to run the ball? Like, all right, we give up on this. Then you play him differently. So you might be looking at 2 shitty weeks for CJ Stroud. 3 shitty. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I like Dobbs. Dobbs just has more tools in his bag, I guess.
Shit, he'll have a Addison, TJ, Alexander Madison. They don't even care really because he's just playing with house money right now. So
yeah.
But not only that, you could literally like call plays for him to run it. You can RPO with him. We don't do any of that with Stroud.
Yeah, no.
But I'm still starting Stroud because that motherfucker throw for 470. Then you all right by me.
That's what I'm saying. 475 touchdowns. Like at this point, he's a starter.
All right, y'all talk me into it. I'll go.
Yeah, I think you're solid either way though.
For the game in Germany, before it starts, find this thing. Oh, we got a question. Should I pick up a quarterback then? There's Geno, Baker, Watson. Oh, you got those.
Well, why would you pick up a quarterback if you have those 2 options?
Yeah, if you have those 2, you have the better options.
No, I don't see. You got no reason to pick up a quarterback, man.
Use that spot on something else.
What's up, Nate? Australia boy.
Nate?
Good morning. Ooh,
Tell Tobias you're here.
Excuse me.
I forgot. I don't know what defense to play today. All right. For the Colts in New England, I know Zach, you said it's gonna be a run game. But for the Colts, does that mean like I'm a Zach Moss owner, should I be worried with Jonathan Taylor pretty much kind of showing back up?
I think you should be worried anyway, no matter who they play, because he's getting better and better. But I mean, I don't know if I would cut Zach Moss though.
I would try and
I think
trade.
it's value.
I would try and trade him before the trade deadline. If your league has trade deadlines.
Yeah, I would have already traded him.
Yeah.
Y'all know me, I trade everything like
Yeah, I would have traded him hot a few weeks ago for sure.
Yeah, he would have been gone from my team. My team don't even look the same on any league. Yeah, if you're Jonathan Taylor, are you selling him high or are you going to keep him?
I'm gonna keep him. That team needs him. Well, like think about it. Is like Pittman's not having the greatest year. Josh Downs is hurt. Where does Garner go with the ball? Jonathan Taylor.
Tied it.
What is the what? Yeah, okay.
Actually, he might just run it. He's ran like 3 in this year.
We all know Jonathan Taylor's about as prone to injury as Saquon. So that means that in like a month, that Zach Moss might be valuable to you again. Who knows?
Yeah.
Nate. Oh, here we'll go. Giovanni says Kate Otten versus Tennessee or Evan Ingram versus 49ers.
I would take Kate Otten against the Titans. Otten kind of lit the Texans up last week.
Yeah.
And the Titans defense ain't even close to being as good as the Texans.
Yeah, I'm down with Kate Otten for sure.
I would stay away from everybody against the Niners for the next couple weeks if I could. I just think they're motivated.
I was trying my boy Christian Kirk. So.
No, I feel you because you went to get him, but like you can't be like real mad if he only gives you like 8 points.
That's all I need. Give me your projection, bro. It's better than Herbert and Lamar have been doing in my league.
Well, because the Niners been playing so bad, I just fail to believe that you're gonna have 3 bad weeks and then a bye week and come back that sorry again. I don't see it.
I see it with Brock Purdy at quarterback. I see it.
Yeah, but we're talking about against their defense.
I know, but I see it. I see it. I don't expect no blowout game or nothing, like no big plays. But I mean, that's why Brandon Ayuk is a guy I'm trying to get also.
Oh, somebody had a good statistic earlier. Like Debo been out for the past 3 games and they lost him.
That's true.
Debo comes back today, so Debo might have some value to you.
True.
I don't know if that's as a distraction so the other players can get open, or if Debo actually has fantasy value. But if you get him, you might consider it.
Nate goes Douglas or Trenton Irwin if Chase sits? ?
Demario Douglas, do it now before this game starts.
Well, he said he got to.
We literally were just talking.
He's waiting on you.
Gotta wait and see if Jamar Chase plays or not.
Or you ain't gonna know. By that, if you wait for that, then you're gonna fucking have this decision made for you.
That's true.
Trenton Irwin, yeah.
I just feel like even if Jamar does play, the Houston secondary is so physical, there's a chance that it might not be a good day for him.
Yeah. It's always true.
Man.
I mean, I guess you could say the same for Demario Douglas if he was listed as questionable.
Yeah. Ugh, didn't think of that.
Damn, man. Yeah,
I would swing for the fences and say just sit on Jamar. Fuck it. Like, just see what happens with Jamar.
he might play.
Are you what's
Dan.
your record, Nate? What's your record in your league right now? So if you play Chase and he doesn't play, are you in any hot water?
We'll just put Trent Irwin.
Or who's your second receiver?
Trent Irwin.
Yeah, Irwin.
Well,
Bill Dan says drop Love or Baker ?
I would drop both.
Love in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I feel like the Love train has gone away.
Oh, you're in first place, bro. You can fucking gamble. That's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
There you go.
I mean, Trent Irwin
Is
might
that
get
Bill
you like
Dan?
4 points, so it's fine.
Is that Bill Dance, the fishing guy? I don't know if y'all used to watch that guy.
The fishing guy?
Yeah, Bill Dance. He's a fishing show.
No, I think it's Bill Dance. The recruit.
I'm sure this guy knows what I'm talking about.
He's like, that's where I got my name from, man.
Probably because that dude was old as shit.
Ooh, Nate goes, this is versus number 2.
Oof.
Only other option is Christian Watson, LOL.
No. We're telling this dude to drop Jordan Love, and you want to play Christian. No. Take it from somebody who's in the middle of the pack of the league because I got Christian Watson on my team. Don't do it.
It feels good, Nate, to wake up and he's not on your team. I just wanted to let you know that.
It feels good to have traded him and Aaron Jones for Isaiah Pacheco.
It feels good to be the commissioner in your league and get deals made on the side. Hey,
I wish that's what it was. I would have got something better. I'd have got Austin Eckler.
that guy there. Don't even remind me of that dumb shit. I'm gonna start showing all that dude's freaking. I don't even want to see him at draft or anything. I don't want to see Nico for like a year. Like it's so stupid. I have Cup and he pulled a Brooke Lopez, Zach. That's what he did.
Oh, both of them are on bye.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was like, I can't trade him, but unless it's for a starter, I need a legit starter. And then like 3 days later, Aaron Jones and Christian Watson. I'm like, literally, those were the two guys on my team, and you said no. And then you trade for him. You pulled a flip flop. I have Cup and Waddle. This is my bad wide receiver bye week. Worst week for Chase injury. I have AJ Brown, so I understand.
Same.
One of my leagues.
Play Jamar. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Just throw him in. One of my leagues, I had like 8 people on bye. It was ridiculous.
I don't know who to play on defense in your league.
What are your options?
I have Detroit versus the Chargers and Houston versus Cincinnati, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to pick somebody else up.
Ooh.
Yes, exactly.
No, you're good. Yeah, like you're.
Like I have a feeling Detroit against the Chargers could get me like 5 points at least.
I think that game's going to be a shootout. I really do, because I think both of their defenses are a little bit
Would you
overrated.
take New England
their
over?
The Colts?
Yeah,
Not really.
that's what I feel like.
Like if those 3 options, I might take Houston, and that's hard to say because they gave up 30 points to Tampa last week.
Stingley's back. I'm gonna go with Houston. Man. I'm gonna ride with my boy. I mean, I've rode with the Texans 2 weeks when the wheels fall off, and they've gotten me 2 points and 0 points. The 2 weeks I played them, but
That's better than negative.
it's better than a negative.
I mean, I don't hate the Detroit pick either, like defense.
Yeah, it's just that's my quarterback. If Jamar Chase doesn't play, I'll put Texans in.
Word.
It's still Joe Burrow.
Let's see. Madison or B-Rob standard? Ooh.
Standard. It's tough.
I would probably go Robinson if it's standard because Madison hasn't even had a rushing touchdown this year. They've all been receiving touchdowns.
Yeah,
So if it's standard and it's not PPR, then it's not going to matter too much to you.
he won't get those extra points on the catches
Yeah.
Dobbs likes to throw to him. And I was about to say B-Rob versus Seattle. Seattle's defense kind of shat the bed last week. So
I like B-Rob better. I just don't like Madison. I just don't like that B-Rob in Washington. They're running by committee now. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I saw something about Antonio Gibson probably being the number 1 this week.
It literally goes back to last year. All the shit they
Yeah.
did last year, they're doing it again now. We start getting into some of these games now that this Germany game's getting ready.
Yeah.
We'll start off hometown. Houston Texans versus Cincinnati Bengals. Good weather, 46 degrees in Cincinnati. It's gonna be a little chilly one.
Hell yeah.
A lot of notable injuries for fantasy. Nico Collins out for the Texans. Damian Pierce out. Robert Woods is more than likely playing. Jimmy Ward's out for a safety. Henry To'oTo'o is out. Stevie Nelson's out. There's a lot of injuries on the Texas side. And then, of course, you get to the Cincinnati side for notable injuries. T. Higgins is out with a hamstring. And Jamar Chase is questionable with his back injury.
I'm assuming he was talking about Brian Robinson, not Bijan.
Bijan sucks ass too.
I feel like he would.
That's how I took it.
Yeah, I feel
bro.
like he would have just said Bijan if he meant him.
I'll talk about Bijan when we get to that game.
Ooh, hold on. Wait. Let's listen.
Okay.
Back to my question earlier. As a flex, should I play Khalil Shakur against Denver or Noah Brown against Cincy.
Ooh,
I want to play Noah Brown against Cincy.
Nico Collins is out. He needs his security blanket.
I know, huh?
And Noah
I'm
Brown.
gonna do it. Fuck
Noah
it.
Brown has been his security blanket.
Yeah, he came back like on fire out of the IR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's good too because he's out there blocking. So then he gets a lot of playing time.
No doubt.
All right, you talked me into it. I'm definitely playing.
I put a waiver in for him in Caleb's league. But I knew I wasn't getting it because I make like 70 moves in his league. So they know.
I don't even know who
I
got him.
also have him in the SLG league. Would you play Noah Brown over George Pickens?
Yes. Well, who are they playing?
They're playing Green Bay.
Oh shit, that team sucks.
I know.
I
I
would-
might just roll with Pickens.
I would probably roll Pickens after his antics last week. I'm sure they'll get him into the offense at some point. And it's Green Bay. They suck.
You think Singletary does a thing this week? Killed me last week in my second league.
I think he'll get like 4 points.
There's always
No. If you have a Houston running back, then it's on you. Like, they're gonna do shit.
He'll get you 6 points. I'm gonna call it. I traded for him in a trade for Warren, which I didn't feel comfortable with, but I needed to get something else because there wasn't shit on waiver wire. He'll get you 6 points. I don't know if that's good for you, Nate, but if you want more than that, then yeah, that's your, like Zach said, that's your fault.
Yeah.
You put yourself in this predicament. He's my 4th running back, so I'm like, you can look good on there. I have a Texans finally.
I'm telling you, bro, this reminds me of Houston in like 2019 when we couldn't run the ball. I think they're really about to bail on it, like completely. Like, we don't care about it.
Maybe.
Andre catch it.
Oh, I'll let you answer that one, Zach. Trevor Lawrence or CJ?
T-Law or Stroud? Ooh, I would ride the hot hand too.
Yep.
And you got T-Law against fucking the Niners today. I'm going Stroud.
Yep.
I also feel like there's something that Stroud doesn't get enough credit for, and that's the fact that he don't give a shit who he throws the ball to.
Yep.
Like, he really doesn't care. Like, if you're getting open or he'll just throw it.
He had
And
5 touchdowns last week, and 4 of them were to different people.
And T-Law, he's more of that old school kind of quarterback where he feeds his big receivers, his big names a little bit. So I'm with Stroud.
Yeah, say Stroud until the wheels fall off.
5 touchdowns, 4 were to different receiver. Crazy.
Becky. All right. So for Texans, Bengals, I guess Texan side receivers, Noah Brown. Are y'all playing Tank Dell?
If I have Tank Dell, I'm gonna play Tank
for
Dell.
sure.
Robert Wood.
I think Tank Dell's gonna eat up top today.
Robert Wood. Y'all playing Robert Wood?
I probably wouldn't. I get if somebody could convince me that he might get some balls thrown to him because Nico Collins is out, but also it's like I'm not willing to find out. I'm not wasting the space to find out what you're gonna do.
Dalton Schultz.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a tight end that you could throw in if you need one.
Oh, and also him and CJ lately kind of been on one.
Yeah.
Like, he's been using him more. He had a monster game last week. I think he deserves a play this week.
Of course,
Joe Mixon, negative.
Yeah, I was about to say Joe Mixon.
I mean, if that's your number 1 running back, you have to play him, but that's your fault.
Yeah, if you haven't made trades to get another running back. If he was your 3rd, I'd be cool with it. If he was my 3rd, I'd be like, oh, that's cool, a little flexer, you know.
Damn, reminded
They're
me.
tight end though. Fuck, what's his name? I forgot.
Irwin.
Yes, Irvin. I would play Irvin today against Houston because Houston's gonna try to be fly with it and match up ones with him, 1-on-1 coverage, and I think he'll do good against that.
Hold on. What? My 10-team waivers this week was crazy. I added CJ Stroud, Calvin Ridley, and James Conner all this week. What the fuck?
Irv Smith, yeah, I would definitely play Irv Smith today.
Yeah, I go Irv Smith. I'm cool with that.
I like Irv Smith. I mean, and we have linebackers out for the Texans also, so it's kind of makes sense. I mean, Kate Otten blew up. There's a mosquito by my ear. I can hear it.
Zeke Elliott eating today.
Dang it! It's not what I want to see.
If this motherfucker does good, I'm gonna be pissed because, god damn it, I don't
I
want
have
fucking
them.
LL Cool J hitting me up saying, "Hey, bro, I told you Zeke was so good. Y'all should have traded for
You
him."
should have, bro. No, if whoever does good in Germany, I don't even hold stock to it. If you haven't been doing good, I just blame the fucking you had a good plane ride. Other people are jet lagged.
Well, he just had like a 25-yard catch and then a 9-yard carry, so he's doing some work. I'm letting the people know,
I
bro.
need
I'm letting the
Ramondre.
people know.
Dang, he's doing it again.
Yeah, you got 4.5 points. God damn it.
I hate it. Where's Ramondre at? Hey.
Ramondre had to get the first couple downs.
No, I know. Hey. He's like, I'm tired. I put me back in, coach. I had too many beers. I'm sorry.
No, he fucked up. He's the one that was blocking for that 25-yard catch.
Yeah.
Oh, dumbass boy.
I just saw it.
You should have let him got tackled.
And they keeping him in. Eh? All right, we'll move on to the next game. 49ers versus Jaguars in Jacksonville, 61 degrees, nothing crazy. No real notable outs. I mean, unless you're still high on Zay Jones, because for some reason people are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's out still. So at this point, you're just holding an IR spot. But other than that, I mean, we'll start off on San Fran. They've been pretty bad the last few weeks.
Yeah, like with that three losses in a row.
Yeah,
I still think, like I said, Shanahan's not going to let that team come back that bad again. If you got anybody noteworthy off that team, they're definitely a play today, in my opinion, because I think Jacksonville's defense sucks.
Damn, that's true though.
I forgot
CMC, Kittle, IU, Debo.
Do you play Brock Purdy?
I was about to say I might even play Brock Purdy.
Interesting.
I like
Might.
He's like, it's on my radar. What was I gonna say?
Jacksonville, I play anybody who could play a tight end or slot position. Ingram, Kurt, anybody who's standing right in front of Trevor Lawrence will probably get the ball. ETN.
So your guy's off by.
Yeah.
You know what? You talked me into it. You talked me into it. Raheem Mostert, you're going in, bro.
I think I would put a premium on San Francisco's defense this week also.
True. I mean, they are one of the more notable, I guess I would say more notable defenses. I mean, they did struggle, but you said it best. Kyle Shanahan out of the bye week after 3 losses. I expect some different things going forward.
Same. And I'm playing Kittle today, so I need him to do something. I need 12 to 14 points from Kittle.
Yeah, I need. If I had Kittle, I need him at least a touchdown today.
He's too opposite ends of the spectrum for me. Sometimes that fool will give you like 19 points or some shit, and then for the 2 next weeks he'll give you like 6 and 4. It's like I can't rely on you at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can't. Oh, not at all, Kittle. After you did the little shirt thing, that was fucked up. Every list I look at has San Francisco defense outside top 10 this week. I went Seattle over them. I mean, by the numbers, San Francisco has been terrible, so I understand why they would have them out the top 10. But
One thing I could tell you for sure, Nate, the reason that I'm high on San Francisco's defense is because Houston beat Jacksonville, and we did it because we were super physical with them, and San Francisco will play the same way. I'm torn between starting Murray over Stroud. You're torn like Murray's knee, bro. You better start Stroud.
Mhm.
Quit playing with Stroud.
it's Call of Duty's back on, Elliot. Like we know Murray's been on them joysticks a bit. And then you don't it's an injury. It's a big injury too. So you don't know what kind of game shape he's in. You don't know any of that. So
Mhm.
exactly, Nate. I mean, people are they're high on the new toy. That's the thing of fantasy.
Yep.
That's why
Like if I had a quarterback who was on a bye, like I do, or I had a bad quarterback, I would entertain the idea. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I could have got Kyler Murray because Jalen Hurts is on bye this week, I'd have did it.
Damn. You saw someone starting him over Lamar.
yeah,
Oh, that's crazy shit right there.
Yeah.
Nick would have done that.
no, I wouldn't. No, I mean, I
Nick
would
would have started him over Herbert.
I would have thought about it for both of them for sure, but I couldn't do it. I started Sam Howell over Lamar. That one I did do. But I'm also going up against the guy in my league that still has Kirk Cousins as his quarterback, and so I don't really matter what I put in as my starting.
Yeah. You always have those people.
But I get why Lamar owners are worried because he's playing Cleveland, but it's like
It's so weird because people are down on Lamar because his fantasy numbers are down, but in actual football, like that team is hotter than anybody.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's because everybody thought since he had all those weapons, he was going to be a top 5 fantasy. And he's what we know. He's a mid-range QB1, middle of the pack kind of player. And I mean, where you got him at, you really can't be mad at because you could have gotten him, Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, and Kirk Cousins.
But is it him or is it a direct reflection of the new system?
Both.
Because everything's new to him.
Both. I think what it is when you get a game where he drops like 43 points and you're like, he's back. And then he comes in and drops 6. And
Yep.
you're like, all right, everybody got a bad week, you know? And then he comes in and drops 11. It's like, all right, you had 2 bad weeks. Like, I need you to step it the hell up. Like, do something, bro. And then, I mean, if you had him, though, week 1 was his worst week, -1. I mean, at this point, it's only been up from here. It's been 20s and all that stuff. But, I mean, then again, it's like Caleb said, Herbert and him have kind of been the same quarterback. I mean, Herbert's had decent games. He was 20s pretty much the whole year, breaks his damn hand, and then plays the Jets, and he gets 6 points. So, like,
no, what happened was his booty buddy Mike Williams went out, and then he started sucking too.
that is true also. I hate it.
That's very true, Nate.
How my allergies are fucking up sitting inside? I don't get it.
Mine were 2.
Mine were bad when I got up this morning.
I blame global warming.
Yep.
For allergies and hamstring injuries.
I blame Justin Bieber.
El Bieber.
What we got? What's the next game?
Next game we got is Browns versus Ravens in Baltimore, 45 degrees, a cold one. Let's see. Nothing really too crazy on injuries. Keon Mitchell, or what is it, Keon, right? Keaton Mitchell. He's supposed to play. I don't know if Gus Edwards fans are happy about that, but he's going to play from what they said. And
It feels like to me, the more and more that the running backs do for that team, the less and less I like their receivers. And that even includes Zay Flowers.
Yep. Yeah, he's It was weird.
You know, Zay Flowers' best game this year was Week 1 against Houston.
I know.
He hasn't even got close to that again.
Yep.
There was a moment where, like, when the Addison, like, kind of became a receiver one and Zay was having, like, a good first half of that game, and everybody was like, oh, shoot, here we come. Here come the rookies. And then Addison went up to here, and then his quarterback blew an Achilles, and then Zay just kind of went, and, yeah, Bateman and Odell were kind of like, nah, bro, we still here. And then Andrews is just like, my ball. There's a lot of weapons over there,
There is a lot of weapons.
and they don't know how to use all of them all the time. So,
What's because the damn running backs decided to play all of a sudden?
well, yeah, Gus Edwards got what,
Yeah, that was annoying.
6 touchdowns in the last, like,
2 games,
yeah,
3 games.
some shit like that. It's ridiculous.
He has...
I traded.
I think he had 2 last week, 3 the week before.
Yeah.
I'm definitely playing Amari Cooper because Amari Cooper is good with Deshaun. Njoku's pretty good with Deshaun, so I would play Njoku. Just because some reason keep an eye on the dumbass team because we have their draft pick. If you're in a deep ass league and you want to stash a player, Cedric Tillman from Cleveland might be a player worth stashing, in my opinion. Receiver from Tennessee, 3rd round pick. It's like, damn, why y'all start playing this dude all of a sudden?
Still shocked someone was stuck between a guy who threw 5 touchdowns last week versus a guy playing his first game in over a year due to knee surgery for one of the worst teams in the league.
We call those Cowboys and Lakers fans.
Yep.
It's man, it's the funny thing is though, if like you go into like Yahoo leagues and you look at Kyler Murray, bro, people are high on this dude right now, bro.
Yep. People comment on it right now talking about, oh my God, he's back. This is the league winner.
Gardner Minshew is not trying to hear my shit this morning.
Murray or Justin Herbert? Somebody just asked in the thing. Murray or Dobbs? Like, this one makes sense. Murray or Levis? Like, I mean, if those are your 2 options, you've done terrible at quarterback all year, but
it's like Murray or Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Murray or Baker Mayfield? I understand that. Murray or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, don't say that. Trevor Lawrence is my quarterback.
Murray or
It
Geno
makes me
Smith?
feel like I didn't do shit.
Kyler Murray
All right, I
or
get that
Sam
one.
Howell?
Ooh, I'm taking Howe.
Murray or CJ Stroud? Here we go right here. Everyone's saying Stroud, but he's without his wide receiver 1, so I'm going Murray is what somebody said.
It's such a fucking lazy way of thinking. Like, oh, he's missing a receiver. It's like that's all the effort you could put into the thought process of what quarterback to choose. It's like he's got more, and the one he's missing isn't that good. So
Top
What's
of the
up, itty
morning.
bitty?
Woo-wee. Yeah. Somebody goes.
It's like you said earlier, like he doesn't only throw to one person. Who cares
Exactly.
about his wide receiver 1?
real quarterbacks never look at it like that.
That's not even his wide receiver 1 if you think about it right now.
Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson?
Jesus Christ. Saquon, Gus, Madison, Hawk need 1 RB and 1 flex. Got Kincaid starting at tight end.
Even this. Gus, Madison, Hawk need 1 running back, 1.
Who does? Don't play Saquon.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Not that he did anything. I just think Dallas is going to be hyper aggressive against that team with no quarterback.
Yeah.
Who does the Vikings play today?
They play
We just talked
New
about
Orleans.
it. I forgot.
I think I'm gonna have to go Madison, Hawk.
I was about to say I think I'm going to go Madison, but would you want both of them? Both Vikings
I'm
players?
gonna have to against
Honestly,
I mean,
I feel like, yeah.
Gus. The only thing with Gus is I get it. He's had 3 touchdowns and 2 touchdowns, but Mitchell is back. Cleveland's defense is tough as hell. And then Barkley is just going up against a tough a really good Dallas team that's gotten probably going to be mad and take it out on them over losing to the Philly, and you have no quarterback. I mean, I get you.
If Buffalo was playing anybody else, then I would agree with Nate. Like if Buffalo was playing like a half-ass decent defense, I would put Hawk at tight end and then start Saquon and Madison at running back in the flex, and then it solves your problem. But Kincaid's playing fucking Denver this week. I have to play Kincaid against Denver.
Yeah, I'm playing everybody versus Denver. I mean, James Cook, I need you to do really well so I can trade you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So play Madison and Hawkinson. Fuck it. Live by the Viking sword, die by the Viking sword.
Let's go Vikings. I mean, their offense look good. I mean, you're going against New Orleans. I get the only one I'm worried about, and we'll get into it, is Jordan Addison a bit because who he's going up against on defense. But other than that, I mean, I guess for Baltimore, Gus Edwards, are y'all worried if you're playing him?
I mean, he just gave you 5 touchdowns in 2 weeks. I would just have to let you fail before I take you out your spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're putting him in.
It's
right?
the same as like CJ Stroud. It's like you've earned the play.
So we're putting him in.
Not on this team, but like most teams don't have Saquon, Gus, and Madison.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm saying?
feel you. I just wanted to ask it. I was like, let me ask this real quick. So, like, in Caleb's league, I traded Gus Edwards. I mean, he has to play him because he has Raheem Mostert on bye. So it's kind of like an auto bye. Somebody just asked in a fantasy thing, Dak Prescott or Kyler Murray. And I'm getting out of this Kyler Murray room. Because as much
Yes.
Dallas, Dak has been a pretty good fantasy quarterback. And
They're gonna beat the shit out of the Giants today. I
he's
think.
going against
Oh,
the
yeah.
Giants with like a 5th round quarterback. Like, what the heck? We'll go to the next one. Some of these games, I'm gonna take a nap for sure. Packers and Steelers playing in
Ugh.
Pittsburgh, 42 degrees.
Fantasy wise, this might have the potential to be a good game today with a lot of big plays. To be honest with you.
True. Damn it, Pittman! I needed that touchdown. Did you get it? No, he didn't. I'm gonna get vultured by Jonathan Taylor.
I think you are.
Damn it. I guess we'll start on Green Bay. Aaron Jones, he had a comeback game. I mean, if you're an Aaron Jones owner, you're definitely happy for what you saw last week. Is it something that you can look forward to, I guess? Moving forward?
I'm playing him today. I mean,
Yeah.
like we say every week. It's like I fucking used too good of a draft pick to get you to sit you on the bench.
Yep.
Yeah. What about? Let's see.
I don't have faith in any of their receivers because I don't like Jordan Love. I really
Trying to
don't.
see which one to
No,
start with.
not at all.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where, like, if you need a like, you should. If any Green Bay receiver is your 1 or 2, then you're terrible at fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see like being conflicted about. It's like, oh, should Christian Watson be my flex? Should Dobbs be my flex? Should Jaden Reed be my flex?
What about Luke Musgrave?
I like Luke. Like, I would start Luke. Because I think they're gonna find more ways to use him. Like last week, he was blocking exceptionally well for AJ, and then he ended up getting a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with the touchdown, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm going against him. Thank you.
You're welcome. So am I. But I would play Luke. He gave me 14 points last week.
I mean, Luke is. We've been high on him. It's tough when you have a quarterback that's
Retarded.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. Just not good at football.
Yeah.
Looking at Pittsburgh though, their game, Pickens pretty much is like, I want to get the hell out of here, but you're stuck there, bro.
Do y'all play Najee Harris?
I was just about to say something. The problem with the Pittsburgh Steelers is that they're conflicted. That they're not willing to accept that Jalen Warren is better than Najee in everything. In everything. But you're the dumbass that started using a fucking first round pick on running backs again, so now you have to play Najee. But a lot of dumbass people thought Najee was good too. So if you got him, that's on you. You better play him.
I have to play him because I have bye week blues this week.
I mean, he had the good game against who'd they play on that Thursday game? Like 2 weeks ago?
Last week.
Nick, when we were making the Chargers?
No, they
Whatever. That was a pretty good game for him. So I mean, he's trending in the right direction, but Jalen Warren's just like
played the Titans.
statistically and the eye
Titans.
test just he had a good game that week.
Yeah, me and
It's just every metric just indicates Jalen Warren's better.
me and Nick fucking benched him and Warren, and they both had 14 and 15 points.
Yay! That was fun. I lost still. So.
I got bye week blues this week, so I have to play Najee Harris, and I feel awful about it, but it is what it is. Luckily, I'm playing the guy in last place in our league this week. Well, second to last place.
Luckily, I might lose in your league again.
I'm one of those
He said, luckily,
dumbasses
he
that
might lose.
I'm one of those dumbasses that bought on Najee LMAO. I can't even be mad at you.
There's a
for
lot
it.
of them.
like
I'm not mad at you,
Yeah.
but I do laugh at you.
He shouldn't be as bad as he's doing.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Not when Jalen Warren's able to do that good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of stupid. It's like you have a good car, but you're gonna just take the one that's kind of falling apart outside still, just because you bought it still.
It's like in basketball terms, Nick. It's like last year when Rudy Gobert sucked, but Walker Kessler was amazing. You know what I mean? It's the same thing.
Najee Harris had 2 fucking back-to-back over 1,000-yard rush seasons, which is why everybody bought in high on him. But this year, he's not doing anywhere near that.
I never thought he was good, and I have a feeling Jahmyr Gibbs might be on the same trajectory.
He had
That you're an amazing ass Alabama running back that comes to the league and has some trouble.
he had 2 seasons. His first season, he had 1,200 rushing yards. The second one, he had 1,034. But he had so much PPR shit over the 2 seasons, which is why everybody kept him. But this year, he's just not doing it. His first season, he had 74 receptions for 467 yards. That alone is enough to want to keep somebody if you have a keeper league.
No, the problem with Najee is he's not a 3-down back, and he thinks he is.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Reggie Bush. It's like when you
Ooh.
start playing with grown men and you realize that you're not a grown man too.
Yeah.
He does remind me of Reggie.
He needs to go get his weight up.
Jesus.
But then he might be a step slower.
That's true.
Get it, Ramondre.
Just get on steroids. It'll be fine.
No, just don't play every down. You know what I'm saying? Like you when you're not playing every down like that, you have to make the most of it.
Take some tests.
So you can't have
Take some Winstrol at the same time.
Jeez.
You'll be swallowed and fucking ripped.
Oh, Deontay Johnson had a really good bounce back game. Are y'all playing him confidently going forward?
I think you are since
Yup.
you just picked him up in the league.
Yep, he's the man on that team. He's the only real receiver they have.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect to Pickens, but Pickens is an athlete. He's not a receiver. Deontay can run a route. He can get separation. He's got hands.
Do you think of it the same way as Tyler Lockett and DK?
Yes, and I think about it as the same way as like Ayuk and Debo. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why you always see the athlete kind of like dwindle, or they're like, oh, he ain't doing shit. And it's like, no, he's doing what he does. He just runs straight.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, why are you doing all those moves? That's a route. It's like, it's that extra stuff. Oh, I'm just really fast, bro. Cool.
They just told me run straight and keep my hands up, and then the ball will land.
Just look.
What's he tell him on the Sandlot? He's like, stand there and stick your glove up in the air, and I'll take care of the rest.
And he closes his eyes.
Yeah, he closes his eyes and catches it, which should have just further proved that Benny was the greatest athlete ever for making the ball land in the kid's glove spot on.
I don't even know who Benny is.
I know you never.
Benny
like,
the Jet Rodriguez.
Nick doesn't like that movie.
Oh, is that like Benny Hanna's the restaurant?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen.
But
that movie.
Mexican.
I've never seen.
What?
It. Bro,
He
I
doesn't
don't-
like
The
the
Great
Sandlot.
Bambino.
He does. Yeah, he doesn't like the
It
Sandlot. I'll talk
annoyed
about it
me.
at work, and he's like, "Stop."
So many people gassed it up too much in my life to where I just didn't want to watch it.
Bro. Yeah, it's great.
It's
I've
a
watched
good-
it a few times and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
You need
That's
to.
how I get it though. There's movies that are like that. Like Coach Carter, I love, you know how much I love basketball. That is one of the dumbest fucking movies I ever seen in my life.
You can't talk to me like that. I'm a coach. It's like, it still doesn't matter, bro. Hey, yeah, it's kind of stupid.
What's he say? He's like, "You were on top of his daughter." He's like, "Actually, coach, she was on top. I was on the bottom."
Yeah. I mean, Caleb barely saw Remember the Titans.
Yeah. I didn't watch Remember.
That's
I didn't watch Remember
maybe
the Titans.
the greatest sports movie ever.
I didn't watch Remember the Titans for the same fucking reason that Nick didn't watch The Sandlot.
Itty Bitty South says, thoughts on Chase this week?
If he plays,
He
that's
plays.
great.
Well, not. I mean, we said earlier, like if Houston's extra physical with him, they might take him out the game. You know, it might affect the way he plays.
Yeah.
One good hit might affect the way he plays.
It is a back
Um,
injury.
But then also the shit like that, does it make you think it's like, okay, they're saying it's a back injury, which it very well may be, but it's like maybe it's not that big a deal. Like, because that's the kind of mind game that I would play on a team. Like, oh, he's hurt, and you come out a little lax, and he burn you for something.
True. But then Derek Stingley is back, and he's probably been reading all this stuff on.
I was gonna say itty bitty. Like, I know Houston's defense probably better than everybody not over there on Kirby. What I think they're gonna do is put Stingley 1-on-1 with Tyler Boyd, and then double cover Chase with like Shaq or Javier or somebody.
He
I
says
know.
Stingray, and I thought about the guy from Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Man, it's tough. Pins who you got to replace him. A top 20 wide receiver, play them. Christian Watson, wait, left.
Yeah. I'd rather, for real.
Yeah, if
I'd rather
not,
play
just
Justin
Christian
Jefferson than Christian Watson. You're gonna get the same outcome.
Christian Watson's so bad. The 1 week I needed him to do something, he got hurt.
Well, I can also tell you about Houston's defense is we get in these lapses in the game where we can't get off the field on third down. And that's when these receivers start picking up numbers. So it might be worth it to play Jamar Chase. Who fumbled that?
It was
I don't know. I'm
tight
watching
end.
that commercial.
Hunter Henry or Gesicki.
Hunter Henry.
Yep. All Hunter Henry owners are probably
Son of a
very mad.
Bitch, I have him in a league.
He hasn't done anything but fumble.
No, New England got the ball back though.
Oh, okay.
But if he fumbled, he still lost a point for fumbling.
Yep. Well, I mean, yeah, that's
Yep, I got 0.4 points because he caught that fucking reception but fumbled. So I got the 0.4 for
that's
the
his fault.
yards.
That was all his fault on that. He held
He
that.
should have just went down.
Yeah, he bro, you're not that athletic to be doing all that extra stuff. Going in out of the Packers Steelers, are you playing any of their defense like against each other?
Oh, I'm not confidently. If I had to choose of the two, it'd probably be the Packers.
Itty Bitty says, do y'all think Denver will get Mims involved more? I doubt it, sadly.
Yeah, probably not. If they were going to do that, they would have had to trade Judy or Courtland.
Hold on. Hold the presses. Hold the freaking presses.
Okay.
You realize that they play Buffalo today.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow.
Their fucking defense is just as bad as Denver's.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing for Mims to just go.
No, I think for a game, he might do good today. Now,
Yeah, that's all I'm worried about.
getting him involved going forward as the season, no, I have no faith in that still.
for today, I might take a swing on Mims.
If you're
though.
playing
Money
like
beating.
DraftKings or FanDuel and you need a very cheap because you went very high on top heavy, hey, Mims might do really good for you because he's fast as hell. Do I feel confident picking him? No, I don't. There is nothing confident on Denver that I like. I went high on Javonte Williams in all my leagues. So yes,
I would not bank on playing Mims, especially on a Monday night game when you have to wait the whole day just to see if he's going to do anything.
that's shitty too.
Okay, that's a good point.
Because if you're you're losing and it's all on Mims now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna.
But also, like I subscribe to Nick's philosophy of setting it and forgetting it, because when we get off this shit, I don't look at it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
It's time for breakfast.
I do my DraftKings after this.
Trigger Finger says, flex question: how crazy am I to start Trenton Irwin with no T. Higgins and maybe no Jamar Chase over George Kittle, who never does well when both Debo and Ayuk are playing? I'll say 6 out of 10 crazy. But
yeah, it'll be that range, like a 6 to 8. I wouldn't do it personally.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
I wouldn't do it because Tyler Boyd is still there, and I think that's who's going to get the majority of the stuff today. So, I would probably personally still play George Kittle because I see more upside in him.
I'm trying to see like what tight ends do against Jacksonville. And it kind of seems like there's a trend where they don't do too well against the tight ends.
Who? The Jags?
I mean, it matters what you're also looking for, I guess, because like the last 2 weeks before the bye, they given up to like Taysom Hill and another guy like 9 to 10 points probably.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Kittle could get you a little 10-piece.
Oh, no doubt.
Now, I don't know what Trenton Irwin's going to do because I don't know what defense is going to come out. If it's going to be that defense that just wants to gung-ho run and hit everybody until their helmets are flying.
Well, that's what I was trying to think about. It's like last week, like anytime Baker did good, it was because we blitzed a linebacker or Petrie.
Yeah.
And then you have an open spot on the field, which Irwin might eat that shit up. But if we don't do that, if you could generate pressure on them without blitzing, like anything other than the D-line, Irwin's like useless to you. But I still don't know that I would be confident enough in him to play him.
It's tough. That's a tough one because I don't like playing somebody just because somebody's out.
Yeah,
but Kittle has also not been like stellar. I mean, before the bye he had 23 points. Then against Minnesota, 13. Cleveland was 1. Arizona he had a 1. I'll say if you want 10 points, go with Kittle. Irvin, he could get you 15 maybe if it's the right game for him, but he could get you a fat 0 to 1.
I mean, just think about like last week, Houston versus the Bucks. Is they didn't give anything up to the secondary receivers. Like Godwin didn't do shit.
Yeah. Yep.
It was Mike Evans, the tight end, and the running back.
That was an ugly pass, Gardner. Nate says, I traded for Javonte, James Cook, and Evans with Gibbs this week. Don't trust Gibbs with Monty back. Talent is real, but split touches. I love that, Nate, for my personal reasons.
I mean, if that's all you gave up for that trade, then you stole some shit.
Javonte is going to get 30 touches going forward. James Cook, he's going to get you yards. He don't expect no touchdowns from him, though. He's too little for that shit. But he'll get you some yards. I mean, I jinxed myself, and he had his worst game last week, but that's fine. No, it actually wasn't his worst game, but it was still bad. And then you get Evans, which is a really pretty good tight end. Unless you were talking about Mike Evans.
If somebody gave all that Mike Evans and them two running backs up for Gibbs, they're a dumbass. It better be.
Jesus.
It's like, damn, I need Gibbs bad. He had that big game. I have him, bro.
Yeah, I need Gibbs so bad to get Montgomery down here to score.
I sent Zay Flowers and JSN with it. I'm not mad at that.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
JSN is sporadic. Zay Flowers has really had not a good games until, well, you said week 1.
Mm-hmm. That was, Zay, he killed the Texans week 1. He's kind of been like just floating since then.
I went high on Javonte in all my leagues. Nate, his schedule it's a little tough at times, but they're gonna run it 30. They're gonna run it about 30 times.
God, I hope so.
30 touches. That's what he's been averaging. I'm gonna go with the touches because I'm tired of running backs that give me 10 touches and like 4 points.
Target shares matter.
Yes.
Mm.
James Cook, he's averaging about 15 touches. Not what I want to see. Well, that's what he got. He got 13 last week, but he's been averaging like 15 to 20. So I'm fine.
I have a strong inkling that shit's going to come down with Leonard Fournette on that team. But it's true. I'm trying to help you and the people,
That's
bro.
fine, but I need James Cook to do good on Monday against Denver, have a really good game. I can sell you high because you're a young running back, and then I'm done trading because then trade week. So once the trade deadline's over, I'm good because I can't do nothing else. I'm stuck with what I got. But until then, I'm like, you want to run it back? 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 You want to like at this point, like
Nick's a fucking league commissioner and an auctioneer.
Yeah, pretty much.
I did that as I needed running back depth too. Then some has to drop Connor, so I'm swimming in running backs now. Hey, it's not that bad, Nate. Hey. I have Ramondre, Javonte, and James Cook, and then I traded Warren to get Christian Kirk. So I feel you.
I only have Rashad White, Najee Harris, and Isaiah Pacheco.
Now, if I lose,
What I got Eckler and Rashad White today. But when Achane comes back, that's y'all's ass.
Raheem Mostert owner is gonna be pissed when he comes back. Imagine you make it all the way to the playoffs, and then Achane takes his starting spot. It's like, what the fuck? That's why I picked up Madison in that other league. We'll move on to the next game until some more questions come in. Saints versus Vikings. Indoors, Colts. Indoors in Minneapolis. No notable. I guess Justin Jefferson is still out with his hamstring. Tyler Hockenson questionable with his ribs. KJ Osborne.
This is a funny ass game to me because I'm kind of like, don't think that the Saints defense is as good as everybody else, but I think the Vikings defense is a little bit better than they get credit for. So it's like a what? Like, it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Ooh. All in One Show says, is Browns defense a good start today?
Against Baltimore? They're on my team, but I didn't play them. I'm playing the I forgot who I'm playing. I'm gonna go with no, not today. If I just feel like this, if the offense can't stay on the field for Cleveland and they make their defense play more, it's gonna be a long fucking day for them.
Because Baltimore is a pretty good defense also, so whoever gets the edge up on offense is going to give their defense a bigger edge. And then Itty Bitty said it also. Browns suck versus Lamar.
That is true. Lamar has good games against the Browns. Look at Bill O'Brien's butt.
27. He put up 27 points, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble 186 yards against Cleveland last time.
I just don't like how Cleveland been running the ball. Elijah Moore's done next to nothing. Amari Cooper only shows up when Deshaun's there. I just have a feeling that Cleveland's offense might not help their defense enough. So I wouldn't play Cleveland's defense today.
Would you rather play Vikings?
Against the Saints?
Yeah.
Probably.
Would you rather play Detroit?
Yes. Against
Houston
who they play? The Chargers? Houston?
or Browns?
Yeah.
What about Falcons versus Arizona?
Ooh. Nah. See, I always feel like those are trap games. Like when Kyler's coming back, it's like you don't know how to prepare for him because you don't know what the hell he's gonna do.
True.
What about that one right there? Bucks D is a top waiver. Would you start them instead?
Who they play?
Tampa Bay.
And that's the Milwaukee Bucks.
Tennessee.
Oh, for sure. Well, I don't know. They gave up like 40 points to Houston last week.
They said they were terrible last week. I mean,
there's something about the Bucks, the Tampa Bucks defense where they have a lot of talent, but their scheme sucks because it's old.
Yeah.
To me, it's like it's so simple.
Mm.
It's like you got like college concepts on what you do. So I'm gonna go with no all in one. I mean, you literally let two rookies drive your ass in 40 seconds for the win. Nah, I would pass on Bucks.
Yeah, it's a little tougher. Bijan, Walker, Cook, Connor, Javonte now started the week with Walker, Gibbs, Bijan. Look, I traded Bijan, Nate, but if he does have a good game, it's going to be this week. But we'll get into that because I don't know what the hell they're so damn confusing over. For New Orleans, are you starting Kamara confidently?
I do. I think Kamara's good.
Yeah.
With the Michael Thomas thing of him, is he playing with the jail, him going to jail and everything?
Probably not.
Who?
Michael Thomas.
I think they said Michael Thomas was good to go.
Oh, he's good to go even though he went to jail? For throwing that brick at that guy or something?
I believe so.
I mean, I would see it. I mean, it's fine. Chris Olave, are y'all?
I'm playing Olave. I think Olave's kind of trended in the right direction.
Derek Carr.
Same. Like I think he's trended in the right direction, which might help his fantasy value. So he had a good game last week. I think he gave me 22 points.
All right. No,
thank you for trading him to me.
No,
Michael Thomas is playing because they're pending the charges. So it's like Kamara.
Yeah, he's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah. He's going to play until they figure some shit out, basically.
Thomas says Thomas should be QB for New Orleans. He'd be throwing bricks or bombs back there. For Minnesota, are y'all, of course, Justin Jefferson's gone. Dobbs showed up and showed out for sure, but now the team will be ready and know who's at quarterback. Are y'all playing TJ?
I am.
He's just one of the better tight ends in football. I think you have to because, like, name value alone, you'll talk yourself into playing him over most people.
That's true. Alexander Madison.
I'm playing Madison. The fact that Dobbs is on that team now makes me like Madison more. The fact that you can scheme plays for Dobbs to run the ball straight up or RPO kind of package or some shit like that, I think it makes the run game for Madison easier. So I like Madison. I don't say I like Madison, but I'm more content with him.
Yeah. What about Jordan Addison?
Not to jump ahead, but I'm a flip of the coin with him or Osborne. It's just kind of like whatever the defense wants to give up for, or any receiver on the Vikings. Like it's kind of just what the defense is willing to give you at that moment.
Because it feels like Addison had 10 points against Atlanta last week, which is not a lot. especially from what you saw with the 34 and the 21 before that. So,
But mind you, he had a fucking first start quarterback and then
Yeah.
a 5-day quarter. You know what I'm saying? So like that's not bad. 10 points.
Yeah.
I guess I would play him then.
So he recorded 5 receptions on 7 targets against them, but we know that you're the quote unquote number one as of right now.
And the secondary for New Orleans is way better than the secondary for who they played last week. Atlanta.
Yeah. And so, like, for me being an Addison owner, I am not playing him. I feel like if I had to, I would. But like, and it's tough because I mean, don't get me wrong, I have Christian Kirk going against San Fran, and I don't feel confident about that at all. But there's just more weapons to where I feel Kirk could get open compared to Addison, where it's like, I know you're number one, bro. I want to try to do my best to have everybody else beat me.
Are you going to be upset if Addison has a better game than Kirk?
No, at this point, I'm not, because at this point, I've already accepted that my team either is going to do really good or really fucking bad at this point.
But that's just the cost of doing business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel more comfortable with Kirk, like he would say, you know what I mean? Because I know, like, everything's familiar to you.
Wait a minute. I just saw something. Where's that game at? Where's that game at? Is it raining? Oh, okay. I was about to say, if it's raining in San Fran, I'm not playing you, bro.
Broke man weather service.
If it was gonna be rain, I'm like, hold up, this changes things. I'm ETN, you're gonna be running.
I'm playing Addison.
Yeah, I was about to say, Kirk, you know what? Addison ain't that bad. He's not that bad. I think for the 12 o'clocks, we only have one more banger of a game. Tennessee Titans versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Light rain in Tampa. Of course, as noted, Ryan Tannehill's out. Will Levis is now.
Somebody tell Levis to wipe the mayonnaise off his fingers. It's gonna be a good one.
He's projected so fucking high, it's ridiculous.
It's probably on account of how CJ fucking shredded that secondary last week.
It might be, but he's projected like 20 points, which is more than like Joe Burrow gets projected for the most part.
Yeah, he's like in projections, he's like a top 5 projected quarterback today. It's weird. They have him and somebody traded for DeAndre in my league. They gave him Deontay Johnson for him just because
he very well may have a good game because we hurt a couple of the starters in their secondary last week. So, I mean, he very well could have a really good game. I'm just not going to bank on it.
True. I mean, we always say it. When there's a new quarterback, it's hard to scheme and figure out about him. Douglas, 0 targets. Juju was a hot waiver add too, and 0 targets too. Nate, it's that Germany, man. I'm telling you, any of these overseas games, I ain't playing. If I don't have to, I'm playing freaking Michael Pittman. He got me 2 points only. Josh Down owners, he got a fat 0. I blame Germany, bro. I'm not Germany.
Ooh, Douglas just caught a ball. He said, "Quit talking about him."
Damn, he did say that.
He literally pointed at the screen. He said, "Tell Nate talking about me."
Jesus.
They got a new quarterback.
No, I'm with you. I'm glad y'all talked me out of taking Douglas out this game. Well, we'll see. There's a lot of football left to play.
Yep.
Because literally Mac Jones just ran into Ezekiel Elliott on a handoff and he got sacked. He's an idiot.
They ran into it again?
No, I was talking about the one he just did.
Oh, the one earlier? Yeah, he ran into him. I was like,
yeah.
What the heck? Ramondre, what kind of block was that, bro? That was terrible. All right, going back to the mayonnaise boy. Will Levis, are y'all playing him?
Fuck no. If I was down bad and had to play somebody and he was the only one available, then yeah, maybe.
Let's say you're a Patrick Mahomes owner and he's on bye. Are you playing him?
I would. like I like those scenarios because that's a swing for the fences kind of scenario where it's like, all right, if you do give me 20, then I have a good shot of winning today.
Yeah.
All right. What about CJ or Will Levis?
Oh,
I mean, I'm going
for
CJ
sure.
over Will Levis. Yeah.
Lamar or Will Levis?
Ooh, that's a tough one because all I could think about earlier is like the Browns suck against Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like Lamar sees those jerseys and he's like, "Oh, I'm beating y'all's ass today."
Pretty much.
But like, okay, say for instance, I had like a Jordan Love today. I'm probably playing Will Levis.
I feel like there's certain quarterbacks, like if you still have them on your team, like Tyler.
I mean, if I
Heineke.
had Jordan Love in general, I'd probably play Will Levis.
If I had Jordan Love on my team, I'm probably in last place.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you still have him on your team and you haven't picked somebody else up, then that's kind of your fault.
What's up, Smooth?
What up,
Dude?
Smooth?
What up?
Like Will Levis to me is one of those guys where like you flip a coin. It's like, who do you have more faith in today or this week, Levis or Russell Wilson?
Oh man,
Who do you have more faith in, Levis or Geno?
Okay, I would say Will Levis over Geno only because of last game. Geno was trash.
yeah,
I will say Will Levis over Russ, even though Bill's defense sucks, and that's only because I just saw CJ shred this Tampa Bay defense for 5 touchdowns. So I'm
Good
like,
point.
you could probably get me 2 to 3 if that. Especially if
Will Levis over Derek Carr.
I would
I'd
Or
probably,
Derek Carr.
probably. I'm playing Vikings defense. I'm high on them, so I'd probably go Will Levis. I don't like saying that because that's disgusting. But
All right, I got one for you. Would you go Will Levis today or Trevor Lawrence against the Niners?
I'd have to go probably Trevor Lawrence. And that's
He's just disappointed me enough. I think I would go Levis. Ugh, I hate saying that.
I don't have Trevor Lawrence in any league, so I feel like he has more weapons, and 49ers, until you prove to me that your defense can do something, I mean,
Smooth just said Levis.
All right, Levis is a play then. If like,
but I mean,
unless you got one of the elites, I think Levis is a play.
that's a personal thing for me. So, but if you pick Levis over Trevor Lawrence, I'm not mad at it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh, you're an idiot for that one," because I mean, him and DeAndre got something special going on. I don't know if it's going to last or not, but he's got something going on.
But because it's raining today, do you think that that's a run heavy game for like King Henry and
that's what I was.
Tajay?
Yeah, that's. I think it's going to be a run game, especially for like you got. I mean, you got Derrick Henry and what's his name? Oh my gosh, what is the rookie running back? Tajee Spears.
Mm-hmm.
Tajay Spears.
You're just gonna pew, 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 and then throw a little heel.
I drafted Lawrence. He hasn't topped 20 points once. Luckily, I picked up Stroud off waiver. I have Lawrence on my team that I inherited, and I sat him 1 week, and it was the only week he topped 20.
Levis ceiling higher, but T-Law's floor is higher.
Yeah.
Andrew says, down bad at my flex spot, full PPR, tight end, prim 32 man, Cedric Tillman, DPJ, or Josh Oliver on the Vikings. Zach already
said
said
earlier,
something about
bro,
Cedric Tillman.
That Tillman, they're starting to ramp him up a little bit, but I don't know that he's fully taken over for Elijah Moore. But like, if you think that you could take a swing on a position, I would say Cedric Tillman.
Solid.
I like Donovan People-Jones, but I also think that he's kind of like a system player.
How
Like,
did he catch that?
he'll never have a good ass game.
I'm very
Go
surprised.
Tillman, bro.
I'm very surprised that Alec Pierce caught that just now.
I'm mad.
He's kind of controlling this drive.
I'm like 3 plays behind you. Andrew said, leaning towards Tillman, bro. Feeling good about him today.
He was so good when he played at the University of Tennessee. He was so good. And they used the 3rd-round pick for him, so I think they might try to use him more. But then I realized that they traded for Elijah Moore's dumbass.
That's true. T-Law or Howell? What do I do with Myers? Was about to do something crazy and drop him to pick up Elijah Mitchell for just in case week. CMC comes out clean. I can always recycle it.
T-Law or how? Let's go question by question. Who does Washington play this week?
Washington.
You just told me. I forgot.
Seattle.
Probably go T-Law, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers.
I don't.
You know how I feel about him. I was gonna say if Garoppolo ain't playing, then he has no value.
That's not true.
So it is true.
No, Garoppolo played what? Part of the game last week?
No.
Nah.
Aiden O'Connell started that game.
Okay. Then yeah, that was the one. Then yeah. Yeah.
I like. It's weird as it is. I like O'Connell with Jacoby more than O'Connell with Devontae.
Yeah, he still had 13 points with a touchdown last week. So,
but that's like flex appeal. Like, don't.
Yeah, I know.
Don't be thinking.
I'd rather play him over Elijah Mitchell, is what I'm gonna say, because he's.
I was gonna say I wouldn't drop him for Elijah Mitchell.
Because he said that he was gonna drop him for Elijah Mitchell.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
No, yeah. No, I'd rather keep Jacoby Myers. And then CMC comes out clean. I can always recycle it.
Andrew said, I hope Kyle Pitts can go off today, especially since I'm in a league with 2 times PPR for tight ends. Yeah, I think everybody in fantasy football is going to agree with that because he ain't done shit.
If you drafted Kyle Pitts and you haven't picked up a tight end at this point, Ferguson back in whenever James was saying Fergalicious, Logan Thomas when he came back from injury,
Trey McBride, Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, there's some options out there for sure. So if you riding I would say this, Tyler Heineke gives me a little bit more hope for Kyle Pitts to do something finally, but I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket for sure.
Nope. Smooth says, Hal might throw some picks in that one. Oh, for sure. That's what Hal does. But he gets you some yards. Sometimes that's all you're looking for.
Yeah. I had Hal over Lamar for the whole week, and then I remembered Lamar's playing Cleveland. And I'm just going to ride out with Lamar. So
I don't blame you.
I talked myself into it. We got 3:00 games. Falcons versus Cardinals. A lot of fantasy eyes on this because a lot of people are playing Kyler Murray back from injury. I mean, a lot of people.
I was going to say, this game's going to win or lose a lot of people some games today.
Yeah.
The Kyler Murray's of the picks. I'm not sure what Drake London's got today.
The guy I'm playing is starting Kyler Murray in Caleb's league. Kyler Murray is a 73% rostered in Yahoo leagues, 14 plus this week. A lot of people are starting him. I hope he does terrible. That's just for personal reasons.
Yep.
Fucking hater.
Hey, I'm going against you, bro. I hope you have a bad game. I hope you throw some picks. I hope they're like, you know what, we're going to tank for Caleb Williams next week.
I've kind of lost all hope on all offensive players for Atlanta, to be honest with you.
So Bijan, the coach, Art said that the offense does better when he is not you getting the ball running and everything. All right. Then he comes out, well, not him, but reports come out that they're going to utilize him this week and they're going to unleash him on the league this week. And the last time I heard unleash was when Aaron Jones finally had a good game. So I don't know what to think. I don't know if the coach is like, I don't care what y'all want me to do. I'm gonna keep using Bijan as this,
Mm-hmm.
or what at this point.
He's gonna ride his system out all the way to the unemployment line because that team underachieves. They might be tanking for a quarterback, to be honest with you, and I don't even think they're intentionally taking. They're just not very smart. I don't know.
I don't think they know.
I would play Trey McBride in this game though, because Atlanta usually gives shit up to tight ends, so maybe Kyler Murray can connect with him.
Solid. Pickens got me worried. He's so good, but I get it. He's frustrated with the offense.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that for about a month and a half now.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Oh, I got an update on Jamar Chase.
What it said?
Jamar Chase was going through a pregame workout with wide receivers coach Troy Walters, strength conditioning director Joey Bowies, and head trainer Matt Summers observing closely, running routes on air, sprinting to see how the back feels. That's it. So basically, they're holding this one out until the last minute.
Those are one of those real game time decisions.
Yeah.
You better watch. If you have him in, you better watch the TV until 11:50.
That ain't no lie.
What am I gonna say? Looking at hey guys, should I start Keaton
Keaton,
Keaton,
that guy? Yeah.
JSN, Deontay, or Warren for my flex.
That's tough. I'm gonna go with Deontay.
To me, ooh. I'm gonna say Deontay.
I really want JSN to do really good, but I think I gotta go Deontay.
Because the Green Bay, especially if Jair Alexander's hurt, Green Bay's just not gonna stop the passing game. But then it comes down to can fucking Pickett get him the ball?
That's a good question.
Like Keaton Mitchell against Cleveland, I don't feel confident against that. So to me, it's either going to be out of Deontay or Jalen. But then Green Bay does pretty good about stopping the running game. So I don't know if I want to fuck with Jalen Warren like that. If it was my team, bro, I'd go Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, I'm down with Deontay Johnson.
What we got? What's the next game?
We have Lions Chargers in Inglewood, so indoors, no problem there.
Play everybody. This is a shootout, in my opinion.
Yep.
Feels like
if you got the Keenan Allen, Ecklers, Herberts, shit, even golf today, I think it might be worth play if you needed a quarterback. Amon-Ra.
You think Jameson Williams does good today?
I think there's potential. Like he's one of those people you probably could sit because you didn't use a good ass pick to get him.
Yeah.
But then it also goes back to like, am I willing to swing on that one?
Yeah.
Because like that one player could win you everything today.
I have to play him in a league because of bye weeks. So
that's what I was about to say. Like it's dependent on how the rest of your lineup shakes up this week.
Yep.
But like, I wouldn't hate it, to be honest with you.
I just need him to have one really good game finally.
Is this the game?
He's super talented.
I know.
Dude, he's super talented.
Lions are my squad. Michigan born and bred. That's what's up, man.
I'm rolling with you, Michigan.
Y'all get Montgomery back today.
We got accused of stealing signs. Y'all got accused of stealing signs. It's like we're family.
It's true. Basically.
We're thieves. A den of thieves.
I like it.
Wasn't that a movie?
Yeah, that's a movie. I'm looking at the the Chargers. Herbert, does he have a bounce back game since it's a shootout?
Oh man,
Should you worry about that hand that's been broken and been?
I hope he has like 40 points this week. Since
I don't think
he
he'll
just
get to 40 points again this year. Not because he plays bad, it's because Eckler's playing good.
Yeah.
I just feel like Eckler controls their offense because like that time of possession matters to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with, look, just throw the ball to Eckler and get the touchdown. That's fine. We both get some love, bro. We both.
Doesn't it feel like the Chargers are a little bit in Atlanta's boat where it's like your coach might be holding y'all back?
Yes.
That's how I feel.
When we thought it was going to be like one of the best things for him too.
Well, I was just like, come on, like just to use the phrase you just used, let's unleash Quentin Johnson to see what he can do.
Yeah, well, they haven't done that yet, sadly. So.
He been rotting on my bench all year. This might be a big week for Laporta because I'm not the biggest fan of the linebackers on the Chargers, so this might be a Laporta week.
Yeah, I'm playing Laporta. I have to play Hawkinson and Laporta this week, so I need both of them to do good.
Yeah, I have Ferguson, so I'm not playing Laporta in my league, but
Yeah.
he's definitely somebody I don't mind having. Yeah. Yo, anybody that has Mac Jones today, I'm not sorry because you chose that, but we got -7 right now.
Yeah, it's not pretty football.
What? That's -7.
From what?
Nothing. From Germany. That's what it
Probably
is.
from the negative yards he's getting on all these sacks.
Yeah, he's been set. That Ramondre block that, like, he literally jumped down on the ground and didn't stop anything and then looked like, did I do it? Nah, bro.
Ooh, you missed that one. You fucked that up. That wasn't even Garner Minshew's fault.
For the, St. Brown, are you as a Gibbs owner worried about playing him with David Montgomery coming back?
Yes. Oh, wait, like everybody knows it. Montgomery's going to get the goal line work. And Jahmyr Gibbs probably will still get his fair share of snaps, but it doesn't mean nothing if you don't do shit with him.
True. Very true. Very true.
Bryce Young is so bad. He had Chuba open so many times Thursday, then would throw into double coverage. Yep.
That's because he couldn't see everything.
He's tiny.
See, I don't know how to feel about him because I was never a Frank Reich fan, and now that he's the coach in Carolina, I don't know if it's the coaches or it's Bryce. And I failed to give him the excuse that he don't have talent on that team because we literally just went a whole offseason where people reminded us that Carolina has more talent than the Texans. So fuck you. I'm not trying to hear it now. Where's that same energy you had when y'all were telling us we had the worst receiving core in football?
True.
As some people would say, they got Adam Thielen. He's a dog.
Oh, hold on. Update. Jamar Chase did what was necessary in his warm-ups and will go. Time will tell how effective he is, but expected to be active.
I need Petrie to blow him up.
Yep.
Let's go, Petrie.
There you go, Nate. Jamar Chase is active.
There you go, Nate. You heard it here first.
It's very true.
Or third. I don't know. You might have seen it already.
That big son of a bitch.
What we got? What's the next game? I know we got the Cowboys and the Giants today.
Mm-hmm.
We got Cowboys and Giants. Yeah.
Don't play any of the Giants except Saquon, and I'm not even confident in that. I honestly don't know who's playing quarterback for the Giants today.
It's like Some rookie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like their
Yeah, I was saying I don't even remember his name.
Trevor Big Babowski. No, I don't know.
Nate said, "LOL, I can sleep before 2 a.m." God damn,
Lucky, I went to bed at 2 a.m.
I did not. 17.5 spread point.
Yeah, that's crazy. The point spread in that game is ridiculous. Yeah, you could probably play any Cowboy you want except for Pollard. I mean, you could still probably play Pollard. I just still don't think he's going to go off.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch anything in the Giants. I mean, imagine all the people.
I mean, Saquon might be a good play, though. I'm not going to lie, because he might give you yards.
Well, they're going to have to run
There'll
the
be
ball. So, I mean, he'll get the touches.
Exactly.
If I had to play, if you made me pick somebody on that team, like if I was doing DraftKings and I did captain mode, Barkley would be the only Giant I put in, only because I have to.
I thought you were about to try to be funny and you were going to say Darren Waller. I was about to say, we got to go. This motherfucker.
Oh,
No, I was going to say, if you're a Darren Waller owner, then you are probably hating the Giants because you had like one good week finally, and then he went out. Like always. Like he always does. But also, if you trusted his health, that's on you because you should have got Fergalicious or Logan Thomas or something.
that's true.
I don't feel bad for you at all because I told people not to do that. Oh, Josh Downs finally got him a catch.
Let's go down. Cowboys. Is this a Tony Pollard game?
If he's gonna do something, it's today. I'm sure.
I still think it's going to be a mediocre ass game, like a 80 yards and a touchdown.
Because he is
That's better than what he's been doing.
a running.
Now I get it, but like
For a running back, he has one of the easier schedules going forward from a fantasy standpoint, from what a lot of people are saying. So it kind of feels like like Caleb said, if you're gonna blow up in a game, it better be this game to prove that whole point, because this is probably going to be the worst defense you go up against, not because they're just terrible, but also because they have nobody on offense but Barkley. And your offense has been hitting on pretty much all of season. But as a Tony Pollard owner, I'm not happy to have you also. So.
I think by the end of today, Nick is going to be very pleased with that Jake Ferguson trade.
Nate, Pollard scored last week, but was called back for nothing. I know, Nate. Trust me, I know. I almost threw the remote at my TV because I would have won if I lost, Nate, because of that to the last place player in my league.
Yep,
so I know. Yeah, no, I have Ferguson in both leagues, Zach. So I'm all in on Fergalicious. Thank you, James. Going into another Seattle versus Washington. In Seattle, Curtis Samuel's questionable with a toe injury, so he more than likely won't play. Other than that, seems all go for everybody else. Is Sam Howell play today?
I think Sam Howell's will play every week. Like, unless you have an elite quarterback. Only because Eric Bieniemy took that system over there and they spread the ball around. So he gets yards. Somebody said earlier, he's going to get yards. He's just going to get picks also. So if you can deal with that, then I don't hate it. Damn it. Demario Douglas just caught another ball. Should have played him.
Yeah, he did. He got a lot of run on that yard.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see. Logan Thomas, are you playing him?
Yep.
Scary Terry.
Ooh. Nah, I'm going to jump on the trend with all the other dummies. I'll go Dotson, but not Scary Terry.
Interesting.
Jahan Dotson had 2 good games back to back?
I'm only doing this because I was a Jahan Dotson fan when he played at Baylor. Like, it's the only reason why.
I was high on him in the beginning of the year, and then I traded on him very high. And the guy that has him now, I mean, you're reaping those rewards. I couldn't wait on him because I had to wait on you and Christian Watson, so that was terrible.
And you're still waiting on Christian Watson.
I'm not anymore. I don't have it anymore.
I am like a dumbass.
It feels like Scary Terry's like he either has a really good game or he has like a non-existent game. It's very weird.
But I always felt that's what he was. Like, I never felt that he was super talented, but like he'll never go off for like monster seasons or anything like that.
That is very true, actually.
What we got?
Next one. Oh, well, Seattle. We got what? Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf, Geno Smith, JSN.
I'm doubling down on last week. Charbonnet also. I'll play it if I needed somebody and he's available to me. I'm playing him.
Ooh. What did he do last week? JSN finally started.
Not a damn thing. The whole team didn't do nothing. What are you talking about?
JSN finally started to get some love. Got him as a flex play this week.
I have to play JSN this week because I'm fucking down.
The way DK's been looking as the athlete, I ain't mad at that because DK's been kind of non-existent.
Plus, DK had those rib injuries and all that other shit going on, and he really hadn't done anything.
Not at all. Let me see. Let me see. Are you playing Geno confidently?
Not confidently, but I have to. Because Anthony Richardson is out for the season, and that was my quarterback in the league.
Well, if you look at it like this, there's absolutely no way in hell that he could possibly play that bad again.
Oh, there's a way.
I don't think so. Like, they literally didn't do shit last week.
God, I hope you're right. Because, God damn it.
Well, God's not going to help you with that if you keep saying that.
Yeah, it's a little.
I hate it here.
You're like George Pickens. He hates it here.
Yep.
All right, what's the next? Who does Seattle play? Forgot.
Seattle's playing the Washington.
Oh, that's right.
Last one is Jets versus Raiders. Tonight's game, which I will not be watching.
The best play is the fucking Jets defense.
Probably.
It might be a Garrett Wilson kind of big game though. Breece Hall.
You could play their kicker, probably.
Well, I don't know. Breece Hall might be a really good play this week because I ain't gonna lie, the Raiders can rush the passer, and if the Jets might just try to run it on him. I like Breece. Let's go with Breece.
Breece. Jacob's gonna feast. He had
against the Jets.
He had a really good game last week though. But I also say that just because he has touches, he's kind of like in that Barkley situation. They're just gonna run the ball so damn much.
Everybody seems like they're much happier when somebody gets fired until they start to realize that they were the problem too.
Mm-hmm.
That Raiders team just isn't very good.
Devontae was chilling.
It's got talent on it, but
Devontae was chilling with Aaron Rodgers yesterday. His boy.
Crazy.
Let me see. Are y'all playing Devontae?
If I have him, yeah.
Not confidently.
I don't want to.
That's what I figured. What about Garrett Wilson?
I would definitely play him. I'd take that swing on it. because I think he can do really, really good today.
Yeah,
Zach Wilson.
I think no.
Hey, Smooth, I tried to get that word put in a dictionary, but they weren't trying to hear my bullshit. I'm thoroughly convinced fluky is a word.
I like it.
Zach Wilson might do better than Mac Jones, but that's not saying much.
That's like saying I could read on a third grade level, but he only reads on a first grade level.
Mm-hmm.
Last one, banger of a game. Also, Bills versus Broncos. I'm watching basketball while I watch these.
I was gonna say, like, take all the offensive players on Buffalo, you'll do well. Thank you. If doggo is a word, fluky should be a word.
It's true. All right, Josh Allen, you're of course starting him.
Yes.
James
Stephon
Cook.
Diggs.
Diggs, Cook, Kincaid, Shakir, even your boy Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis, yeah.
Do what, Nick?
Latavius. Or not Latavius, Leonard Fournette.
Oh, you would really have to be down and bad to play him, but like I would stash. I really feel like they're gonna use him. Like he's really gonna push Latavius Murray out the fucking door.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that he's gonna take some of the Cook's snaps because
Yeah.
the dude legit can pass block, he can catch. He just don't run as fast as he used to. So he, in theory, is more versatile to that offense than any other running back on it.
He's old. I don't want to hear it.
No. Well, no, you still good because if you want Cook to do good today before you trade him, then it's not going to be today, but going forward.
No.
Oh, I would have traded Cook by now.
Well, I traded for him. So
no, I know you did.
I'm not mad about it. I gave him Gus Edwards. So I was like, yeah. I'm all right. I don't know what I'm getting with Gus going forward. Even with his 2-3 touchdowns, I wasn't going to play you over Warren and all these other guys. And yeah, I was like.
And Keaton Mitchell had a better game than Gus last week. Anyway, he just didn't have 2 touchdowns. He only had 1.
Exactly. And so I was like, dude, you might lose your starting job. So I was like, nah, I'll keep James Cook for it. I'll just switch in.
And a game like today, if Cleveland plays stupid aggressive, Lamar's just going to run the ball himself.
I told you, I'm like the neighbor when they're asking to borrow eggs, bro. Just giving them out. Trade. Yeah, I think that's it. If y'all got any questions, we'll stay for like 1 more minute. Other than that, y'all ain't missing much in this football game. It sucks.
Yeah.
They're showing highlights from last week. That's all.
At least they're showing CJ Stroud highlights.
I know. I was like, yo. All right. Well, that being said, all in all, guys, good luck this week in your fantasy football matchups. Got any questions, you can always drop them down in the comments. We'll answer them on our comment in our app. Much love, everybody. Good luck. Have some wins. We are out of here. Later.